everybody. I just wanted to play with the iPad live in this video so you can see how to use a lot of these features as I talk you through it. It does take practice and it's a pretty quick learning curve, but I want to show you some of my tricks and my secrets. So with the Do Ink app, as you've learned in the other videos already, the bottom is always the background. The middle and the top are whatever you choose to put into your creation. Anyway, it's also for things like transparent pictures. That's where a lot of those pictures, like the one of Ellen and Oprah, I just Googled transparent Oprah, and you can find them obviously online, and props as well. And it's fun to figure out which layer they should go in. Anyway, so start a new project. Bring in my background, click on image. Going to have grabbed that elephant again. I love this one. And then the middle one, I'm going to click on image. And I personally do not use the app camera because you only get one chance to take the picture right, and it's really hard to adjust all the lighting and everything. It does work well with video, depending on what you're doing. But I still, to this day, I will take all my video of my students on just screen, and I'll take my pictures on green. And we'll talk more throughout the course about how time management works better that way as well. I have 28 students every time I have a class, so having them be able to take it on green and not have to always be the only ones on the green screen or to get the picture done is great, because then they can just put it into the app and I can have all 11 iPads going at the same time as long as they just get their picture on green. Anyway, more about that later. So here I am, just for you. And as you can see, I purposely put the floor in there because sometimes you don't have a green floor. So I can show you how to do this. Okay. So we are going to start with the crop tool. And just like in the app, you want to click on crop and get rid of I call it the real world. Now I did cut my foot off here, but yeah, be mindful of that too. I always cut people's feet off by accident or they're wrapped around green. Okay, so then after you do that, I still have the floor there, but I'll show you what we can do here. You can adjust it, but before I even do that, I like to make sure the green looks good. So I click on the rainbow Chroma Key. I don't always have to do this, it just depends on the lighting. And that's in week 3. Don't you worry about lighting, we'll get there. So now the problem is obviously the floor. So I'm going to click on the mask tool. Now the mask tool takes some practice. It's like having Photoshop with your fingers. It's so cool. Anyway, this is the magic wand all the way to the left, and the magic wand will grab big pieces like that. The problem is if it's on a large scale, that's what happens. Kind of creepy, right? So I'm going to click back, and down here at the bottom, you can see me sliding it. Okay, this slider will make it a smaller area, and it won't take away my face. And you can also slide it like this after you click on it, and it will grow to whatever you want to get rid of. So that's one way. Another way is to click the rectangle tool, and you can take things out in chunks. Now the crop tool already took these things out. Even though they show up here, I don't have to recrop them like I just did, but I'm just showing you that tool. Then the eraser is probably my favorite. I always adjust the size, and the eraser can get right in there and get rid of any dark shadows or folds and things like that. And this is where the true green screen practice comes from. It's amazing what you can do. Now I am going to erase my other foot because I know on the elephant I won't see it. So that's another thing this tool is so great for, and that's why Do Ink is the best app on the planet. It's worth the $3. And then another thing that's, well, let me show you this. So you click done, and here I am looking a lot better, and as you can see some of the residue there, I can clean that up, but there's still a problem. My left leg is showing. So I have my students try to figure this out. I don't just tell them, and that's what's so fun about the problem solving of green screen. Anyway, so I'm going to click on this tool again, and here's my secret. Well, not my secret, but just what I do. This is the best thing to know how to do. If you didn't get people to sit exactly the way you want them to, just erase their leg. And what's really fun, ladies especially, we can shave off some inches, and trust me, I am totally vain. So I would, I'm not really vain, but I help people do that all the time, especially some of my older clients for my Limelight green screen. They love it. They ask me to shave a little off for them. It's adorable. Anyway, so click done. There we go. I'm missing a foot. I am going to clean up that bottom part here. I can see the residue. There's that. And then for the top, you can add another image or whatever. What's so neat is transparent pictures are so great. They totally work. So that's why, let's see, does Tom Brady want to come? Or let's go with Tom Brady. Come on, Tom. Come hang out with me. Who wouldn't want that? All right, Giselle. Anyway, so here you go. Here's Tom, and the same thing with him. And what's neat, too, one last thing, is if you have a picture that has a white background, you can use the magic wand to get rid of the white background instantaneously. And this is one of the coolest things I figured out by using Do Ink. And get really comfortable down here too with the cut, copy, paste, because that will mess with your brain a little bit after a while. I also love to challenge the students. One last thing is when they want to put more things in their picture, it's such a great lesson for them to figure out that they have to save it as a background and then put it back in as the new background for their new project. I've done things where I've had probably 27 people in a picture, and it took a while because it ended up being at least 15 projects in Do Ink, but it was really cool process to watch the kids go through that. So if they have a white background, this one does not, you can just magic wand it and it comes right out. Okay, folks, I hope that was helpful and made sense. Go have some fun. Can't wait to see what you come up with.